After this video, you're not only going to have an extra tool in your toolbox to help you grow your YouTube channel, but you'll also know all the basics of running Facebook ads. So the first thing that I want to show you is how to create a subscriber link, and what I mean by that is I'll show you right here. I already have it copied, so I'm just going to paste it and hit enter. And what it does when someone clicks this link or uses this link, they're taken to a page with a highlighted prompt to get them to subscribe. Right? If I didn't, which is this box right here, it says confirm channel subscription. Are you sure you want to subscribe to ScoShow? And then it's right there, click subscribe. If I just type in youtube.com/ScoShow, then there's no prompt to subscribe. Yes, there's the red button over here, but it's nice to have for people to be taken to this link to this page with the pop-up window asking them to subscribe, because that's going to increase the chances of them subscribing by a ton. And obviously they can just click outside the box and it goes away, but just the fact that when they get to the page, that box is sitting there saying subscribe, and they either have to make one of two decisions: click away from it to get away from it, or click subscribe. And more often than not, they're just gonna hit subscribe. So it's gonna increase the amount of people that subscribe to your channel by a lot. Now, unfortunately, this doesn't work on mobile. And I know a lot of people are on mobile, most people are on mobile, but there is still a lot of viewing that happens on desktop, on computers, watching YouTube videos that way. So don't think just because it doesn't work on mobile that it's not gonna work, because it will absolutely work on desktop, and there's still plenty of people using desktop to watch YouTube videos. So now what we're going to do with Facebook ads is we're going to use this subscribe link in the ads, and I'm going to show you how to create your own subscribe link so it goes to your channel. But we're going to put that link in the ad so that when someone clicks the ad, they're taken to the page with the pop-up that says subscribe, and that's going to greatly increase the chances of them subscribing to your channel. So now I'm going to show you real fast how to create your own subscribe link for your own channel, and then we're going to jump into Facebook ads, and I'm going to show you what to do there. So it's very simple. All you need to do, this same URL right here, I'm going to leave this copied in the description of this video for you to use, because all you have to do is jump into this URL, highlight my name, ScoShow, and replace that with your channel's name. So if I changed my channel name right here from ScoShow to, let's just say, Peter McKinnon, not that he needs any more subscribers, but if we did that, then it would take us to Peter's channel and would get the pop-up that says subscribe, just like that. All right, so now let's jump into Facebook ads, and I'm gonna show you how to set up and run a Facebook ad. So for the most part here, I'm gonna already assume that you have at least a Facebook Ads Manager account set up, which is just if you're signed into Facebook and you click this little down arrow, click on Manage Ads, that will take you to your Facebook Ads Manager, which is where we're going to be setting up ads. But I do recommend setting up a Facebook Business Manager account. It's free. If you don't have one set up, all you need to do is, if you just Google search Facebook Business Manager, click the first link, and then you click the top right Create Account button. That'll walk you through the steps to create a Facebook Business Manager account. If you ever have multiple Facebook pages, multiple Instagram accounts because you run Instagram ads through Facebook ads, or if you ever run ads for clients, anything like that, the Facebook Business Manager is going to let you house all of that under the same roof and just keep it all organized. It works really well for that. So I've got videos on how to set up a Business Manager account, so check that out. And then I've also got full tutorials on using Facebook Business Manager. So I'm here inside of Facebook Ads Manager. Just ignore this up here. I'm just using this ad account just as like a dummy account because I'm not actually going to run this ad right now, but it'll work great for just showing you how to set it up. So inside your Ads Manager, click the Create button, and that's how we're going to create a campaign. The campaign we're going to choose right now is traffic. Again, I have a lot of Facebook ads tutorials, guys. Go check out my Facebook ads playlist for a lot more information on how to run ads, set them up, and everything. I'm going to go through the basics, but there is more to this, like different campaign types, when you'd want to use them, stuff like that. But for now, let's just use traffic, because what we want to do is send traffic to our YouTube channel using that subscription link to get more people to subscribe to our channel. So let's just give this a campaign name, YouTube subs, sublink. A good thing to do right here might be create an A/B test. I've just dropped a video recently on what that is, how to use them, etc. So check out that video for sure. Okay, it wants to make me set up this ad account because it's not active, but that button for you will just be continue, so just click continue, and then that'll take you to this page where we begin to set up the ad. And the first thing that we're going to want to do is begin to choose the targeting. Now what targeting is basically there's tons and tons of people on Facebook, right? And most of them will not be interested in in your YouTube channel and my YouTube channel, whatever YouTube channel we're promoting. So what we want to do is make sure that our ad gets put in front of people that are interested or that are potentially interested in our YouTube channel. So think about whatever the topic of your channel is, whatever the niche of your channel is. Is it a gaming channel? Is it a online advertising channel like mine is? Is it a car channel? Just figure out what your niche is, and then that's what you want to build your targeting around. So location, there's kind of two ways to look at this. You could, right now it's currently set to the United States, but you could switch this to worldwide if you wanted to target absolutely everybody in the world. But maybe you want to be more specific than that. Like I know, for example, if we look at my channel analytics, so I'm here in the audience section of my YouTube channel analytics, and I've got it set to lifetime for the entire duration of my channel. If I scroll down, it'll give me this top country section, and you'll see that most of it by far comes from the United States, but there are a few other countries that are a little bit up there: India, UK, Canada. So since the majority does just come from the United States, I'm going to just set it to United States, but again, you can set it worldwide if you want to, or if you've got different countries in there that are your top countries, then those might be the countries, probably are the countries that you'd want to put in here. So I'm just going to go United States, and I'm going to switch this. It gives you some different options here. I'm going to leave it to I'm going to set it to people living in this location. All right, age. So another thing, if you know just off the top of your head, great. If you have some channel analytics you can look into, that'll be helpful as well. And since I do, I'm going to use them. So right here, still in the same audience section of my channel analytics, the age and gender section right here shows that most of my subscribers, most people viewing, I should say, my videos are 18 to 24 years old, and then the second category is 25 to 34. And then also, since we're right here, if we look at gender, 75% male and 25% female. So mainly my channel is 18 to 24 year old males and kind of 18 to 34 year old males. So I'm going to come back over here. I'm going to set this age to, let's go 18 to, what was it, 35, 34? 34. So let's go 18 to 34. And you may even want to go more specific than that, honestly, but I'm just going to do that for now. And I'm going to change the gender to men, since 75% of my channel is male. And then this detailed targeting section is where you really want to think about putting your ad in front of the right people, in front of people that are interested in your topic, your niche, whatever that is. So in my case, just off the top here, like digital marketing. And what this section is, if you hover over the eye, it'll give you a little bit of info, but it says define your audience by including or excluding demographics, interests, or behaviors. All right, so actually that wasn't super helpful, to be honest. But usually those are more helpful. That was a little bit vague. But to give you a more clear idea, so if I type in digital marketing and I hover over digital marketing and I look at the audience size over here on the right, it's not going to let me drag my mouse over there, but it's 132 million people on Facebook have shown interest in the topic of digital marketing, and Facebook is able to group those people together into one group to which we can show our ad. So I'm going to click that, and if you look over here on the right, it kind of gives you some estimations as far as what the audience size is and what the estimated daily results are. So like if I switch this back to all genders, then it went from 4.5 million of a potential reach to 9.5. So I'm going to go back to men, and now we're back at 4.5 million people. And to be honest, that's a pretty big audience. One way to kind of look at this is it's going to depend on your, how much you spend, whatever your budget is. You're going to be able to reach X amount of people of that 4.5 million audience. So unless you're spending crazy, like a big amount of money, you're not going to reach anywhere near those 4.5 million people. You'll just reach some. So then one thing you can do if you want to narrow your audience even more is you could click on this button right here, narrow audience, and then maybe I'd want to type in maybe like Gary Vaynerchuk, since there's probably a lot of business people following him and interested in him. So if I go digital marketing and I narrow it through Gary Vaynerchuk, that's going to be an audience that's going to be pretty related to my topics, right? In theory, it should be. And now we're looking at 2.8 million people. So you could keep going and we could move on and just target that audience. If you want to keep shrinking that audience even more, maybe I want to put my ad in front of people that are they're interested in digital marketing, they're interested in Gary Vaynerchuk, but maybe I want to go even narrower and say interested in Facebook ads or using Facebook advertising for their business, something like that. So I could go narrow further again, and I could type in Facebook advertising, and I could see the options that come up here. Facebook ad. Okay, so that one's showing a really small size, 23. Facebook. Maybe if I go Facebook, if I type in Facebook business, yeah, there's one. So that's employers. Facebook for business right here. Interest 8.3 million. So if I click that one, now we've got an audience size of 76,000. And even then, like, you're still gonna have to spend a fair amount of money, like a good amount of money, to reach 76,000 people. But let's just say that's looking good for now. And these are just some examples that I'm throwing in here. I mean, that's pretty good targeting, I'd say. Like, if I was actually going to run this ad to get people to go to my YouTube channel right now, that I might use that targeting. But I am just throwing in examples here. You will want to take the time, spend the effort thinking about what would be smart targeting for you, your channel, your niche, your topics. But most importantly, a big part of advertising just in general is testing. And what's so cool about Facebook ads is you can create 5, 10, 15, 50, 500 different tests with different audiences that you're targeting to see which one of those perform the best. So definitely be willing to test a lot. Just want to be clear that this is just me giving an example. You got to figure out what targeting makes the most sense for you and your channel and your niche. And then another thing you want to do is right here, click on show more options, and then make sure you have the language set to what you want. So in my case, I'm going to set that to English. And then we can move on to this next section, which is placements. And so it's going to say automatic placements is recommended. I'm going to say just ignore when Facebook tells you that something is recommended, because it doesn't mean that it's the best or that you should actually use it. Oftentimes that's just a way for them to make more money off of you, to be honest. So in this case, I'm going to say manual placements, and this is where we're going to choose where our ads are shown. So we already chose to who we're going to show the ads, but now we're going to show where they're going to see them. So it gives us all these different options. The different platforms are Facebook, Instagram, Audience Network, and Messenger. And then inside of those, there's even more options if we scroll through them right here. And so since we want to use that subscriber link that I showed you in the beginning of the video, and I mentioned that it only works on desktop, we want to make sure and choose placements that will only show on people's desktop. So let's click off all these: stories, in-stream, search, in-article, apps and sites. And then let's click off all of these and leave on just Facebook newsfeed. And you'll also notice that dropped our potential reach to 29,000. So we're even more narrowed and targeted now. And then right here under devices, you want to give that a click and make sure that we switch off mobile so that just desktop is showing. And that'll drop our potential reach even more to 16,000. That's just something to keep an eye on over here, is how all these different things are adjusting your potential reach. So now in the budget and schedule section, this is where you're gonna set your budget. This is where you're gonna tell Facebook how much you want to spend on this advertisement. So optimization for delivery, let's just stick with link clicks. It does give you some other options here, but we just want people to click to our YouTube channel, and so we're just gonna stick with link clicks. Cost control is, like it says, it is optional. If it's your first time running an ad, I probably wouldn't put anything here. After you've ran a few ads and you kind of know like what your cost per clicks are, then you can come in here and set that set a cost control. Daily budget, so you can change it from daily or lifetime budget. And let's set the daily budget to, let's say we want to spend $40 a day. By the way, you can set this as low as you want. You could set it down to $2, and take this estimated daily results section over here with a grain of salt. It is good to kind of look at it to kind of get an idea, but It's not accurate, completely accurate by any means. I've set up my ads sometimes and it says like you'll get absolutely nothing with how you have stuff set up, and I run it and it performs great for me. So, but just it'll kind of give you an idea, but don't trust it too much. So, let's say we're spending $40 here. All right, I'm gonna scroll down and click continue. Now this is the page where you're going to set up the creative, the art, whether that's an image or a video, and what your headline's gonna be. So right here is where you can select carousel or single image or video. Scroll down, this section is where you're going to be able to add the media that you want, whether that's an image or a video. So just click add image, add video, you'll be able to upload it. And then moving right here into the text and link section. So right here, very important in the website URL section, this is where you're going to want to paste that subscriber link and make sure you've put your channel channel name in there and test that to make sure it works. But then once you've done that, you'll throw that in here. And it just pulled in the logo from my channel because I didn't actually upload an image or a video. But once you upload an image or a video, that'll show up right here instead of the SCO logo. And then now we're gonna want to fill out the headline section and the primary text. So if I change the headline to subscribe to my YouTube channel, then you'll see that will change over there. You might want to definitely come up with a better headline than that. I'm just giving examples here. And then your primary text is the text that's going to show above this image. So if I just type in this is the primary text, you'll see it come up over here above the image right there. And then if you want to change where it says thanks for checking out the SCO show, that's where you'll want to do the description right here. This is the description, and that'll update right there. And so again, just fill that out, be creative, come up with however you want to build this in the best way possible to get people to check out your YouTube channel. And then the last thing you really want to worry about here is the call to action button. You can change that to learn more, watch more. It's even got the straight subscribe button right there, which would be great for your YouTube channel, because if they do click that, they're clicking on subscribe, and then since we're using the subscribe link, once they're taken to your your YouTube channel, then they'll have that pop up that they can just click and boom, you've got a bunch of new subscribers. And then if we scroll down, you can skip this tracking section because you're not really going to be able to link up any tracking to track things from Facebook to YouTube. So that's unfortunate, but that is the case. So lastly, you just want to click confirm, and then your ad will start running.